When we step outside with a camera, it's more than just taking pictures. It's about slowing down, noticing the beauty that surrounds us, and capturing it in a way that inspires others. Whether it's landscapes, wildlife, or the quiet details of nature, photography becomes a way to pause, to connect with the natural world around us, and to tell its story through creativity and perspective. Hi there, my name is Meghan Marchetti, and I manage the media department here at DWR. So what is it exactly that I do? Well, as a photographer for the agency, myself along with the media team create content for viewers like you. As for this video, I'd love to share with you my top nature photography tips and tricks. So whether you're shooting with a DSLR camera or your smartphone, these tips and tricks will help your photos taken in the outdoors really stand out. As always, photographers swear by golden hour, which is the hour after sunrise and the hour before sunset. The kind of light that occurs during these times of day is usually softer, the shadows are longer, and the colors are warmer. Plus, as a nice bonus, wildlife tends to be more active at these times. And if the day is overcast with clouds, it's not a big deal. Overcast days are actually perfect for capturing textures and details, such as mushrooms, insects, or wildflowers, as the clouds offer a nice soft filter. A quick trick that I like to use to see how the light is going to fall on a subject that I'm shooting is I'll simply hold up my hand and look at how the light is hitting it. When I rotate it around, I'll notice how harsh the light is on that hand. The harsher it is, that's the same way it's going to appear on my subject. So I'll either take them and move them into indirect lighting or look for shade. The goal is soft, even light. So composition and perspective play really huge roles in photography. For example, I have this lovely group of flowers right here next to me on the trail. I could simply take a photo from above, but it's really not that impressive. So if I change my perspective and get low, what we call a worm's eye view, and I frame it just a little bit differently and getting some of the background elements in the frame as well, it makes for a much better composition and it's a more interesting photo. So just change your perspective for a better photo. In addition, I try to use the rule of thirds while I'm composing my shot. It works like this. Visualize a tic-tac-toe grid on your screen. Try placing your subject in one of those intersecting points instead of dead center. It gives your photo a more natural balance and just feels more interesting. Your smartphone actually has this in the in-camera settings. And don't worry, the grid will disappear after you take the photo. People will just think you're really great at composing your images. Other tips are to look for leading lines. Trails, rivers, fences, these draw your viewer's eye right to where you want it. I also look for things like reflections in nature. When the water on a lake is so still, it looks like a mirror. I also use foreground elements. By adding a leaf, a flower, or a branch in the foreground to your image gives it layers and depth. Note that this also looks really good when you use it for your landscape photos. Now I get asked a lot, what camera do you shoot with? Or what lenses should I buy? And the truth is, if you don't want to spend a lot of money in lenses and other equipment, use what you already have, which a lot of us already have one of these right in our back pocket. A smartphone, as we all know, has come a long way from what our flip phones used to be. By getting a few accessories like a lens cloth, for example, and making sure that we clean all of these lenses so they don't have finger smudges, and also realizing where we place our fingers when we take an image. So sometimes the camera actually will have this button up top, which is the volume button, that'll actually take the picture instead of doing this, creating a lot of shape when we take a photo. In addition, they make really cool things for phones these days, like a little tripod accessory, which sometimes they'll even come with a fun Bluetooth remote, which means that you can actually get in the photo and take it. So just having a couple fun accessories with your smartphone can really up your photography game as well. Also, you can do some pretty neat things with a long exposure, but you need to have a tripod to accomplish these tricks. However, if I find myself out in nature without a tripod, it's not that big of a deal. What I'll do is I'll look around and try to find something to stabilize myself, such as a rock or a tree. What I'll do is I'll lean my body up against a tree, I'll bring my arms close into my side like this, raise my camera up, take a small breath in, and press the shutter button. What this does is it reduces the shake in my hand and in my body to prevent the image from having motion blur. Just another quick and easy tip if you find yourself without a tripod. Well, those are your quick photography tips and tricks from me. Here at DWR, we're always interested in what types of content you'd like to see next, whether that's hunting, fishing, wildlife watching, or species-related content. Drop us a comment below and let us know what you'd like to see next. I'm Meghan Marchetti, and I'll see you next time.